Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Challenges, back in the video. This video, I will be teaching you how to play bloxfruits. Well, the first part, the first C. I might actually only do half the first C, maybe, depends. But first, you spawn on this island. You might be asking, why did I pick pirate? Pirate, I don't know, it's just an urge for me now. There's no real reason why you pick pirate over marine. There's no reason why you pick marine over pirate. Pirate is just mainly because One Piece, Luffy is a pirate, and so the first thing you want to do in this game is not just go explore. Instead, you can, well, first look over here. Control will let you sprint or walk, and then dash is Q. If you're on mobile, there'll be a button over here. If you're on console, I have no idea. Then you'd go to this bandit guy. You might be asking, like, oh, why do you have that stuff? Like, I only have combat. Well, act like that's combat. You won't have these moves. But this is mastery. Mastery means, like, how much your move is. Like, I'd have to kill these guys in, like, this guy gives 40 EXP. Let's say if I had, this move costed 10, then I would have to kill these guys until I have 10 mastery, then I'd unlock that move. That's how mastery works. Then, well, let's get back. You have the quest, which of course you have to press accept. This is the only quest you can do. For now, you mainly just want to walk around beating these guys up. I recommend getting them in like a circle, or like grouping them up, so whenever you hit one, you practically hit them all. So, like, yeah. You might be like, okay, I'm level 5 now. Why is that red? Well, you want to go up to stats. You see how my stats are laid out? That's how you want to. There's 250 stats. Currently in the game, sword isn't useful. Gun isn't useful. You want to spend most of your points on melee or defense right now. Let's say I had 100 points. I'd want to spend about like 30 to 25 to 50 on both for melee, and then anywhere between like 25 to 40 on defense, and then the rest on bloxfruit. So I can, once I get a bloxfruit, I can do damage with it, like, and I won't have to grind my fist into more bandit faces just for it. Well, first of all, you have to do this quest like 4 times till you see this thing, like, what is that? A compass. But you might be like, what is this other stuff up here? This is for codes. If you want 2 times the XP to grind faster, this is where you redeem it. Just look up 2 times codes. I'm not putting it on screen. I might put on like 1 or 2 on the screen. Future me, you can hate me for saying that, but I mean, it's your job, brother, not mine. Wait, that is me. Be quiet. This is to teleport you home. This is to ally people so they don't kill you. This is to join crews. It won't matter. Counter, this is how you see how much damage you do. This is how, if you want it to be faster, music or no music. Well, first of all, you might be like, you go over here because the compass is showing you to go over there. At the next island, which it'll say on the compass. Since I'm max level, say the island of the VC, so it won't show for me. I was gonna make a new account, but I thought that was useless if I could just do this. You also might be like, why this shop? The shop is for permanent fruits and other stuff that costs money. I mean Robux, not this money. Money down here will be used later on. Not right now, but it is very important. You might be like, what is that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All that. Items will show you what items you have. All will show all your items. Swords will show swords. Gun will show gun. Accessories will show stuff. I'll explain accessories right now. They are stuff that you put on that gives you buffs. Some are better than others. I usually use Pale Scarf. It does a lot of stuff. I'm going to explain it later. Treasure shows your fruits. And valuables will show the items you collect from killing NPCs. Some NPCs drop stuff. You'll have to look that up on the wiki because I'm not like putting lists. I can take pictures and try to edit good, but I suck at editing, so yeah. You might be like, wait, bloxfruit deal. Like, okay. Why does this cost so much money? Should I buy fruits now? Like, that spike fruit, that costs a lot. Like, should I grind up to that or the falcon? Like, what are these fruits? Like, well, first, calm down. You don't want to do that right now. You don't want to buy a sword from this dealer. These swords are trash unless you have already played this game and want to do a sword main run through, which if you do, then why are you here? I mean, you actually still watch it. I need engagement. Wait, did I say this? Yeah, it teleports you to where your spawn point is. This guy and his cousins across the map will, you know, you just have to press. Alright, let me spawn here. Okay. And then over here, there's, a boat dealer. It's faster than swimming. You can swim because if you want to, if you haven't already begged for a fruit and gotten one, which if you did, then one of my things that I'm going to explain went out the window. Since I do have this fruit called Portal, which Portal is the only fruit that can teleport. So I'm going to use it. Yeah, then you go to this guy. So you do the same thing. Monkeys are over there. Gorillas are on the other island over here. Then you can have your first boss fight of the entire game. So the way you want to do it is you want to punch him and try to continue hitting him, and whenever you feel like it, he will do that, which it doesn't seem like it's doing a lot of damage to me, but if you're you and you're like level 20 when you're meant to fight the Gorilla King, you will get your crap rocked. So you want to stand up here, so even if he does hit you like this, he won't be able to hit you. Well, wait, he can hit. Yeah, it won't be as bad, which you could just do that. See? Jungle isn't really an island I can explain a lot on. You might be like, who's that dude? What about it later? So, you will go to Pie Village after gaining your 30 levels. Well, I mean, 20 levels. Yeah, 20 levels. Then, these guys don't, like, you just do the normal thing with these guys. These guys are the hard bargain. Technically, I believe you would have enough money where you could buy a rocket from stock if you want to, but I don't recommend it right now because you could get something from that fruit gotcha guy that you saw earlier. And you also will see this guy, the Sword Dealer of the West. There's a little trend from the Sword Dealer of the West, the Sword Dealer of the East, and I believe there's another one, but it's actually for guns. Guns are trash. There's only like 3 good guns, like 3 or 4 good guns, which are all in other seas except from one, which I don't even know if it's good. It just looks cool. So I mean, let me get back to the video. So if you so these guys, you might be like, they hit hard. Like, that's a lot of damage. Like, not for me because I'm max level, but for new people, they're like, oh crap, that's a lot of damage. So you actually want to go behind here. They can't hit you, but you can hit them. You can also put on shift lock and do this. I don't know if it'll work on phone, if there's shift lock on phone or tablet. I believe there is, but it's a bit different than computer, so bear with me. And then, like, you might be like, I'm level 50 now. Like, that's half of 100. That's a lot. Can I do anything with that? Well, yes. You want to go back to that jungle island you were at. And you see that one guy? Yeah, you can buy fruits from him. For example, I got the ghost fruit. I'm going to explain the fruit concept real quick. There are 3 different types of fruits. There are natural fruits, which make up the majority of fruits. I'm going to explain some unique fruits. Chop fruit, no matter if someone has a sword or not, they can't hit you. If an NPC has a sword, they can't hit you unless they're a higher level than you, which I believe they can hit you if they're high level. And if they're a boss, because bosses have this unique thing where they have to be bosses, so even if they do have a sword, they have to hit you, like, because they're bosses. All these fruits are pretty bad. Chop is actually okay for PvP, but we'll about that later. Bomb's actually pretty good for grinding, I've heard. I've tried it once, and it was okay. Smoke, if you get smoke, that's great. That's actually great. Like, smoke has an F move where you can fly and do damage, which will be great. And remember when I said about, like, this bloxfruit stat? Whatever fruit you get, you most likely want to eat, because it's your first fruit. There's also a next type called elemental. If you're a higher level than them, on a certain level above certain NPCs, they can't hit you. I'm gonna equip an elemental I have called ice. Some fruits do have a thing that has an M1. Only like a couple fruits have them that aren't beast fruits. Beast fruits are a new the new buff kid on the block. Like, they had a couple fruits, but they recently got like a lot more fruits. Like, there's been 2 reworked fruits, 1 renaming of a fruit. Well, 2 that are all natural fruits. Yeah, all natural fruits. Only 1 fruit has been added that is natural, but the rest that have been added are beasts. Beasts are the new cool kid on the block. There's a lot of them. So, anything with elemental that you have is pretty good. I'd say sand is the worst in my opinion, because I have used it and it was just annoying for me back then, so I kind of hold a grudge. The best grinding fruit ever is light. Well, for first sea. Buddha is the only time you'll need a sword in the first sea. And every other sea. Because once Buddha lets you have... Well, I'm going to explain that later, actually. I'll explain that in the next video. A lot of these other fruits, like magma, are useful for other things that are for other seeds. Ghost is unique. If you die, you can respawn with half your health, but you wouldn't be respawned where you were. Like, if I died here, I wouldn't be respawned here. Yeah. A lot of these fruits are trash. I'll name the trash ones that look cool. Rockets, well, those are trash because they're low. Spike is trash. Falcon is trash. Diamond is trash. Rubber is okay, but it's like okay. It shouldn't be worth as much as it is. Berry is trash. Ghost is like, it's okay. Like, nothing unique about it except from what I said. Magma is good, so I'm not gonna. Quake is okay. Like, it's okay for PvP, it's okay for grinding, it's not unique. Love is great for grinding, actually. It's pretty nice with a flamingo. Yeah, it has a flamingo. Spiders, Sound is pretty good. Phoenix, good. Portal's trash for grinding. If you get it, just store it. Like, you'd rather store it than Rumble. If you get that for grinding, eat it. Then all these the only other fruits you need to know that are trash is gravity and pain. But let's get back to the real video. So, you might be like, this actually looks a lot like that one-shot One Piece. Like, I made a Luffy reference. Yeah, this is based off of One Piece. So, you would go over, well, after you kill the boss, you will go to the desert island. There's nothing unique about these 2 islands. There's something unique about desert, but it's not for you, which you are gonna be a fruit main. Then you'd go to Snow Island. And then you'd see this big old cave. Just this huge cave being like, huh? What is this? Like, what? What? Who is that? What is that? Why is that? It is called the ability teacher. He teaches you air jump, so you don't just do this and maybe like that. Not like that much, but you can then jump for way longer of a time. Also, if you see these chests, it gets them for money. And also, you might be like, why can't I roll multiple times? Like it's saying 2 hours. Don't worry, every 2 hours you can roll. It makes sense because, like, they don't want you to get flying leopard and kitsune, which are some of the best fruits in the game, like, instantly, like. But Aura, you might be like, so you did say, like, those Logia fruits are elementals? They can't be hit by other, like, NPCs. Does that include players? Yes. If they're a higher level than you and you don't have Aura, if they're higher level than you and you don't have aura, then you can't hit them. If you do have aura, you can hit them. So, like, you need aura. And also, for some NPCs do require aura to kill them. Flash Step will actually let you do a little teleport. Like, let me see how long it is. Like, yeah, it's a pretty far teleport. Yeah. It's good for avoiding a lot of attacks from NPCs. Over here, these guys, I believe there is one way you can grind them somewhat good by going behind here and just doing this. Just like the Gorilla King, you want to keep your distance with Yeti. You want to do this. Also, Yeti will be the first one with an actual grinding technique. Or, first time, this will be a long-term grinding technique. Boss hopping. You might be like, I'm level 105. Like, when is the next island? Level 120. There are maps like this, so that, like, did I say the levels? I didn't. So first you go there at level 10, then you go there 30, then 60. Yeah, 60. That island is the marine starter if you are a marine, which you follow the same path. Middle town is for something else, you worry about that later. There is a boss there, but I'm not going to worry about it now. Then there's also there, which is level 90, then, yeah. You might be like, that's level 120, but the boss, like, I need 15 levels. I've only got, like, 3 levels from him. What do I do? Server hop. You want to exit out of your game, and then press join again. And then you would accept the quest, and then you would go over here. If he's not there, then leave and rejoin. That's what I do a lot of times. Sometimes I just don't do it because I'm lazy, which most times I am, so, I mean, like, shut up, please. At Marine Fortress, there is one thing that you can buy. If you have $50,000, you can go over to this tower directly, go all the way up here, and go into here. You might be like, what is in here? Like, if I can get my butt down there, then I will show you. But this part, Parlos, I will ask him to speak. Lol, dude, he'll just say he got scammed for 100k Robux. You will buy this from him. Oh, do you know how it boosts you? I believe it's a 5% boost on your fruit damage. That is the first major accessory that you'll need. There's an accessory in the pyramid if you did fall down the hole, which there's a chest over. If you also wonder where the officers are there, just check around the pyramid. You should see another island there. This island is different from the others. You gain like 1,000 from the bandits for mastery, but you get 10 to 12,000 for these guys. That your mastery will be going up. Like, if it already wasn't, then it's going up now. Like, the marine guy over here, if you see him drop the cape he has, that, like, the coat, that only does 4 damage, I believe, so it won't be useful for you now. So, yeah. You might be like, what's that island? Don't worry about it. What's that island? Well, that's the next island. The Sky Islands will be the first time that you don't have to be the exact level, or a level higher. Yeah, if you're the exact level of any NPC up to this that aren't a boss, then you're immune if you have elemental. But the first time that changes and it kicks you in the butt is Dark Masters. You have to be one level above them, I believe, 1 or 2 levels. So you grind these guys for an extra little bit. You might be like, I'm tired of grinding. Do I still have to listen to you? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Get regenerated for next time. If you get confused, not knowing, like, then I don't know what I'm saying now. Well, for these guys, the prisoners, you have to be level 192 to have your immune effect with elemental. And mostly you've able to roll a couple times. I'll show you the elementals once again. You can just check it through pressing shop and then fruits. The elementals are smoke, flame, ice, sand, dark, light, magma, Rumble, Blizzard, and Doe. They are all good in their own respective way, so yeah. So, you might be like, should I grind these guys? They are extremely far out, like, they're spread out. Should I fight some? No, because a lot of them are far away from the quest. You'd rather kill these guys, which are way closer. You'd grind these guys until you are at the best grinding spot. I think Prison and Coliseum are two of the best grinding spots. Like, they're easy to grind at. Like, if you're grinding there, like, it just feels good. Like, yeah. Like, you might also be like, these guys do a lot of damage. Like, I know the other bosses did a lot of damage, but these guys do too. Like, this guy's hitting me fast. Like, you can even see at max level, this guy does a lot. Both Warden and Chief Warden and Swan, which it hasn't spawned, it takes 40 minutes to spawn. All these bosses take time to spawn, that's why I use Silver Hop. These guys will be back here. They can't hit you, but you can hit them. Swan does have some attacks that can hit you, but those are like special attacks, so don't worry about them for now. For now, just take a look at these cool moves. Someone's messaging me on Discord, I'm not going to check right now. Oh crap, something happened. Anyway. I'm good, guys, it was nothing. Well then, you go to Coliseum. Coliseum has nothing big about it. If you want to do a friendly 1v1, you can. You also might be like, what is that in the court? Bounty. Well, don't worry about it for now. You're in the first seed, don't worry about it. Bounty can show how skilled you are at a lot of stuff. You might be like, why can't I... My bounty was going up. Like, whenever I had, like, before 250,000, NPCs would let me kill them and get bounty. What happened? Well, for 250,000 bounty, that's how much bounty. The first 250,000 is the first, or the only time you can kill NPCs for bounty. Then up to 2.5 million, that's when bosses won't give you bounty. You might be like, why? So you can show how skilled you are against killing people. The first island that I'd recommend using codes on is Volcano or Magma Island. The worst island by far. They have hockey. Also, if you want to check out like elemental levels, like go to the wiki's website, bloxfruits wiki, elemental fruit, there should be levels of them. These guys have hockey, 50% chance. That's terrible. Like, I don't know why. For update 2, this was like the last island, or like once they made update 2, I believe this might have been the first island they released. Something like that. So I don't know why these guys are hard. Like, these guys just are annoying with their hockey. Like, they can hit you even if you have ice. Like, that's why M1s are good. Like, so you can, like, they can't hit you, but you can hit them. Those guys have no grinding technique. The Magma guy, you can only hit him with hockey, so you better have hockey. You might be like, wait, you didn't tell us how to equip hockey. How do I equip it? J. I believe he'd tell you that. R is for, flash up. Sorry for not saying that in the beginning of teaching you hockey. So, if you have $750,000, you're like, what else do I spend my money on? Like, I have so much. Like, I have almost $1 million. What do I do? Observation hockey. So, this is how you do observation hockey. This is a thing where you can see stuff and dodge hits. But some moves do break observation hockey. I'll explain that later. But only like special moves do that. So there are 5 buttons across the jungle where you're meant to start your quest. You press that button over there. This button on this tree. Follow me. Press this button. Then you're like, okay, is that it? Nope. Go over to the second island with these gorillas. You want to go all the way over here for this button. I don't know why I say that. First, like, go to this one too. Then you'll be able to go all the way over here to this house. You're like, why was this here? Like, you didn't know why because I didn't explain it yet. You might have explored it and be like, okay, there's nothing down here. Then you can get this torch because it's opened up from the buttons. Land of sand. Which place has sand? My home does stand. A home in a sandy place. I wonder where that could be. Desert. This could be confusing looking through doors, so it's there. Greetings, and then you would burn here. Then you would get the chalice. With the chalice, well, it says right here, if power you seek, fill up the cup from a leak. Left alone in the cold is a story to be told. Cold place with leaks. Like I saw those icicles up there. Like, is that what they talk about? Yes. There's a leak from this one ice spike. You want to put your cup under. Let's say this is a cup, and then once it catches it, you be like, what do I do with this now? Like, the torch was pretty self-explanatory. Burn something down or light something up. Like, what do I do now? You might have been like, why is there a doghouse over here? Well, one that's not for them. You might be like, why is there a poor man or sick man over here? You help him with your cup. Then he'll say, go to my son. You might be like, who's his son? Why you at Pie Village? I saw like that blacksmith. Blacksmiths are for other stuff you don't have to worry about for now. Then you go to this guy. Who? This rich butthole? Like, he was rude to me. Why should I help him? Do you get observation? Yeah. Then you might be like, why are you going to that island? I thought you told me to not go there for a while. Yeah, I told you right. But now you do have to go there. A lot of stuff I am not skipping over that isn't major. But here is when you're able to defeat the mob leader. Once you get the mob leader and you get his relic back, you want to ask him again for the relic. Then you want to go to jungle. This is one of the harder boss fights. You're like, he's level 200. Why am I like level 400, 350, 400? Like, what? Why? Well, the reason is, like, he's hard to defeat. Like, he does a lot of damage. Like, that's chunks of your health. Also, you should be putting most of your stats in fruit to do more damage. After that, you might be like, okay, how do I get observation? There's two ways you want to do this. You either wait until you're a high enough level to go up there, or you could go back to grinding real quick. Like, grind like 75 levels at the Fishman Island. You might be like, okay, I'm at Fishman. I'm at the underwater place. Well, where do I go? Well, go into Wool Bowl. I don't know why I teleport here, just to tell you that, but this is the only annoying place you teleport to, because if you die here, when you teleport it won't recognize that you spawned to the underwater. It'll recognize you spawned here. Yeah. You might be like, okay, you just said that to me, like, why can't I buy it? Like, well, if you want to buy something, then you can buy this. It's something called Dark Step. You might be like, what is Dark Step? And also, why do I keep this combat? Well, this is how you learn a different fighting style. Dark Step is an upgrade to combat. There are two other fighting styles that you can learn. At Skyland, there is the Electric Claw for 500,000. Dark Step for 150,000 back there. Then at Underwater City, I'll show you where this guy's hidden real quick. He's hidden over here, the mad scientist. Then you want to go back to the underwater, not up of Skyland. If you might be asking where to go for the thing I told you a little bit ago, then this is where you have to be, but be quiet. Go to Underwater City with underwater. Okay. So you want to go behind this building with the boss in it, which you might be like, why? Is there something behind it? That's miscolored. What is that? Wait, isn't this the place I meant to go into? Oh, right here. Sorry. Sorry. Then you can learn the best fighting style out of the three for 750,000. It might be like, oh wait, that's a thing? Like, did that unlock there? No. grind here until you go back to, you might be like, why is it pointing at Skyland again? I do remember that place. Like, why was that there? Why wasn't that, like, the next thing? Well, because, I don't know, like, I didn't make this game. Like, what are you yelling at me for? Like, come on. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I'm trying to get up there without falling down. Usually you want to jump on one of those trees and then use your flash step. You might be, you're like, okay, what do I know? Like, how about you actually go through here so I can explain this? I don't even know what I'm saying. It seems like I'm saying stuff rude. Or you can grind your way up here until you can find this building. Like, that, oh wait, that's the building you teleported onto. They said, some weird stuff about. Then you stopped talking because you didn't want to reveal stuff to us. Well, here's Usopp from One Piece. By this point, I want to say something about the boss over here. Once you're at level 575, which you're meant to kill him at, like, it's hard to beat him. I recommend waiting till level 600 unless you want to keep on dying. Because, like, if you die here, you'll spawn over there. So, like, you'll have to keep on coming back, which you most likely already healed. So, like, either you have to have a lot of health or pack a lot of damage. So, yeah. Also, there is a passive ability on Rebel where electricity doesn't hurt him. I don't know if it works with this boss, but yeah. I'll try it later. You also might be like, is there any other thing that I should get? Like, I equipped that black cape a long time ago. Is there anything else that I can equip? Like I got this cape from Doflamingo. Is that good? No, it's for gun mains. You're not a gun main. If you were, then I'd have to kill you. Because whenever I was gun main, for like 3 seconds, like, that was painful. Like, doing anything was painful. Like bounty hunting, painful. Well, you want to go to Sky again. Like, remember, you said this didn't matter. Like, why are you talking about this again? You might be wondering how to get Darkblade V2 because you saw it. Look it up online. I'm not teaching it because I don't. Yeah, just don't worry about it. You go to this guy for 500,000. I believe he does 10% or 7.5% more damage on bloxfruits. That is the highest, I believe, in the sea for now until you get to the last island, which you are extremely close because you are at the second to last island. Like I said with that guy, just do it. Yeah. There's also a secret room over here. Where did I really get to only funny stuff that sucks at opening doors? Then you can go over here, which has a lot of stuff, which can give you like $40,000 maybe? Like, I don't know, let me check. So there's 8 chests, and they give 1,000 each, about $8,000. I mean, that's okay, I guess. Stop trolling. I don't know why I went that one. Well, here is where we have to part ways for a little bit. Because you're here. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't told you about. But if you got an underwater city, it was more preferable to do the ones closer to your quest, or to do the Togaways at Coliseum. But those didn't matter, like, that was only a little difference. Same with the other ones on Upper Skyland, but those were, like, little difference, like it didn't really matter. But this time it does, like, the galley captains are all the way up there, so you want to grind the galley pirates till Cyborg, which you want to server hop. But he dropped something called the nope. Coal Shades. These do the same thing as the Toma rings, but give you 100 stamina and HP. You might be like, okay, that big? Like, yeah, it is. This is, I believe it's like a 2.5% chance or 5% chance of dropping, so it's pretty rare. Let's see if I can actually get it from here again. You might be like, why do you have so much mastery on Water Kung Fu and all those funny stuff? I'll teach you it on me teaching 30. there's some, like, before we go to second C at level 700, you might be like, why am I still here? Is there anything else you need to teach me? There's one thing I would like to break up in bloxfruits. There's certain levels which breaks up parts of bloxfruits. The first major, level thing is between level 50 and 90. Level 50 and 90 are the main points where you get into more strong things, because you get hockey and the ability to roll. Then you can go over to it and actually afford it. Then the next big thing is at level about 250 to 300 for observation hockey, and then you can go about the entire thing scot-free, practically. Nothing else that you can get, really. Yeah, there really isn't. Well, you could also say like 120 for the black cape and all that. But then, second C, then level 700 is another big level point, then 850 for something, level 1100 for another thing. I'm being extremely lucrative of this because I want you guys to learn it whenever I make another video on this game. Yeah. So, don't worry about that. Also, you might be like, how do I go to the second C? Are you gonna keep on talking about levels and stuff? No, I'm not. I was gonna do that for a little bit, but I realized that's pretty stupid now. You wanna go over here, maybe like, oh yeah, I remember this military detective guy. You wanna go over to Snow Island after he's done talking to you. You also might be like, why are you in private server? How did you get there? If you're this far in the video, join my Discord server. I'll give you this private server for free. Okay. Then you want to go in here. He gives you a key. You go in there. You defeat Izemel. You can't beat him afterwards. It's a one-time thing. If I feel gosh, my friend started talking to me when I'm making a video, I'm gonna punch him. Just kidding, guys. Just in Minecraft. Then you want to go back to prison, and then after that, you want to go to Middletown. You're like, oh yeah, that's the town you told me to not worry about. Which sometimes a boss does spawn there every so often. It's called Thaw. You don't need to worry about it. But then, here's the time where I like to say goodbye. This is the time where we depart till I can teach you how to go in second C. You open your eyes to a new landscape. And now, I have to say goodbye.